We're back!
We are indeed.
And Lee has a human heart. I don't know where he got it from.
Guy called Vincent.
Still around.
Guy that was called Vincent.
No, he got it from somebody else.
Oh, alright, cool.
He told you he does anything for a tenner. I have a list.
Yeah, cool. Yeah,
Well, I have a shorter list now.
I actually just told him someone I didn't like, so he got 2 things off my list. So anyway, we're back with Opus 2 Countdown. Dun dun dun.
Yep.
Let's just jump straight in, guys.
Let's please do. Yes.
And again, apologies for my bling. Number 10 is the Sexy Sorceress, Adia.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that it's just this bit here that's like glary, because nobody needs to know that information.
No.
No one.
Nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
I just realised we didn't sing in our last video. It's like a running thing that we sing in the video.
Yeah, I'm not singing.
Okay.
The noise comes out but it's not singing.
I was
I've been told it's not singing.
Yeah, I was going to try and do Liber Fatale, but then I thought, no, let's not, because I can't.
Good.
Yeah. It's actually there, right there.
Yeah.
I'm pointing at the words, not at boobs. Anyway, Adia.
Yes.
She's number 10 because she's pretty much only found a place in mono lightning decks.
Yeah, because mono lightning decks weren't a thing.
Oh, they bloody were. In Opus, yeah. They still are, actually.
Yeah, it's just awesome mono lightning out there.
Mine was awesome, but for some reason it didn't do me very well at regionals.
Yeah, well, obviously there were people built mono lightning counters.
Yeah, mono earth. But yeah, she's got a really good ability. When she enters the field as an EX burst, you count up how many lightning backups you have, and then break something equal to the cost. Pretty decent.
Yeah.
It's a break ability, so it doesn't rely on doing damage or anything like
Nope.
that. It does rely on you having backups,
Yes.
but hopefully by the time you're playing Adia or say you're in a damage track, you'll at least have 1 or 2 on the field, so you'll hopefully be breaking something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, death. It's a bit costly,
Yeah.
but it's 1 less than a 7-cost Odin, so it's better.
Yeah.
You bin at Adia, pay 4 lightning, you break something.
And the advantage of that is, of course, you get baby Adia in the same opus.
Yes.
So you've got spare Adias to break.
I like how you call it baby Adia. Funnily enough,
She's like 3 or 4 costs.
She's 4 cost.
Yeah.
And she stops 5 costs or higher from blocking, which is brilliant. She's a really good card.
She also combos well with the bloke. With
Sifa.
Sifa. That's the other one. I said it in the Opus 1 video.
Yeah,
It's combos well with Sifa, who has the most appalling foil ever.
I don't know, there's a few contenders for that.
Well, yeah, but you have to hold him like really carefully just to
It's
even
Sifa,
see
you have to hold him through the entire goddamn game. But yeah, you're right, she does combo. And we're making a special mention of this. She picks another lightning card to number 10, which is Alcid.
Yes.
I put the case forward for Adia, Lee put the case forward for Alcid, and I quite literally said, Adia's an EX burst, so you can't really stop her from happening.
Yeah.
No.
Alcid you can.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, you can tech to get around Alcid.
Yeah. Whereas Alcid relies on you having something else in your hand, Adia technically doesn't. You just need your backups on the field, which hopefully any good player will be building up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much done. And I also want to say that this is actually a gorgeous card in foil. That's why I foiled all of mine out.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yes,
Anyway, moving on to number 9. And there was a bit of an argument about this one.
Yeah.
Sure. It's the only summon in our... Oh, no. Yeah, no, it's the only summon in our top 10.
Yeah.
It's not an EX burst,
Nope.
Nope.
but it's 1 cost, and it's so versatile.
Yeah.
Add a 2-cost character from your break zone to your hand, so you can get things like Sid back to use as S ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get Thieves back to play onto the field. Ninjas, Edge. There's so many 2 costs.
Yes.
You can pay 4 costs to put something onto the field. Use Ashura, stand up to 5 of your backups. Play another 5 cost or 4 cost.
Yeah.
So it's your economy benefits from it. And then the one that I have had the most use of recently is choose 2 forwards, activate them. Because there's so many things that target dull characters.
Yeah. That is true.
And that's how I've been getting the most use out of it. Perfect example, Mustardio.
Yeah. And like we've talked about, Earth seems to be on the rise, doesn't it?
Like a mountain.
Yeah.
Eee. So sure, simple, versatile. That's it.
Yeah.
And number 7?
Yep.
Failing to count.
Cameron's a fan.
Hey. Yeah.
Ash.
10, 9. Yeah, sorry, 8.
8.
Yeah. just add in the column of 8. 8.
We obviously only picked Ash for the shortness of the skirt.
Dat Ash.
I mean, obviously
It's a
sci-fi.
decent file.
Obviously, sci-fi is a boob man, whereas I'm like this. Picture much better.
And we'll give you the address to send your sexual harassment claims to in a few days.
No, I told you being married stopped on that.
No, I'm just saying, we are objectifying the female form. The female form is a lot better than the male form, but both in physical appearance and mental appearance most
It's
of the time.
fine. We can get away with it. It's just art. It's
Yes.
someone's
Oh, yeah,
representation of a
We're
drawing.
appreciating art. I like it. I like that.
Yes,
She's also got a sword and she can kick ass.
That's she's a complete woman.
She need no man.
Well, she did, but he's dead. Died like a bitch. He actually did.
There you go then.
But yeah, I think we covered in the last video, really, her ability of every time she's targeted, she gets plus 3,000 power.
Yes.
She can go to a 10k, 13k, 16k, 19k.
She can get really stupid this
Yep.
fast.
And then she's got 2 action abilities. First one, activate Ash.
Yeah.
Yep.
Second one, Ash gains 2,000 power and first strike till the end of the turn. So she can innately go to 9k first strike.
Why would you not?
Yeah.
Yes.
She suffers from the fact that there's only one Ash currently, but hopefully that'll change soon.
Yeah. That's
It's
a
like
limiting factor,
yeah,
isn't it?
it's like Bash.
Yeah.
He gets powerful for an Ash being on the field, but there's only one Ash.
Yeah. But there's a lot of abilities out there that target dual characters, and for 2 costs,
Mhm.
Ash can activate herself.
In our local meta, a very prevalent thing is ice, which dulls a lot of things. So Ash is a brilliant counter to them because you have Ash in the field, they dull her, goes to 10k,
You
they
activate
attack.
her.
Yeah,
you
she
activate
activates.
her.
Yeah. She's just too good.
Yes.
Too
She's
good.
just too good.
OP, please nerf. I did just steal that from another channel. Screw you. But yeah, Ash.
Don't nerf, make it better.
Bring out more.
What
Ashes.
with a shorter skirt or
No, more ashes.
what?
We'll give you a different skirt.
Anyway,
Short dress.
you know what? I actually
Is it
really
short
hope.
dress?
I really hope that in the future that they bring out a card that buffs princesses, because I built a deck the other day and I played it and I had 4 princesses on the board. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even going to go there with the princess deck thing.
Okay, this one's number 7. It needs
Yeah.
Mario in to come rescue them all. Roban,
Robo,
solid card.
EX burst, always good.
And nice art.
Just to point out, for those who aren't aware, Roban is the guy carrying the little girl, not the little girl.
No, I figured that.
Actually, no, it's the guy in the background.
Everyone staring, going, soon.
So,
He's just wondering what a big guy's doing with a little girl and he showed her ring away.
she's the
Get arrested for
Empress. If you carried your daughter on your shoulder, you're expected to get arrested for that.
that. I was running away with her.
Depends where you are at the time, really.
Tiger cage. She's like the Empress, and he's like the, well, it says right there, the Flame General, who's like the bodyguard to the
Yeah.
throne or something. If we had somebody here who was like a complete and utter Final Fantasy 14 fanatic, they probably could tell us more. But
Yeah.
all I know is he enters the field, he smashes things in face.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's a solid 4 cost again. I generally like backups to be either 2 cost or 4 cost. 3 cost backups ruin my life.
Yeah, they're 3 costs in general is just annoying to play.
It can be, yeah.
Early in the game. Later again, when you've got backups out, it's not a problem, but
Yeah.
you don't want to see when you're opening hand for a 3 cost.
I'm
Got to overpay for them.
I'm waiting for them to release a card that says like the first forward you play is increased by 1 each turn.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for something like that because there's something like that in Star Wars LCG, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you usually.
Yeah.
But anyway, Ralvarn solid, smash his face, job
EX
done.
first. Job done.
And next on our list, number 6,
Yes.
yes, is Lebathia, who has ruined my day more than once.
He's here and he's so high up because people have literally built decks on him.
Yeah.
And there's more than one Balthier in the opus.
Yep.
Which means his S ability can get off more often.
His S ability is brilliant. Can't be chosen by summons or an ability and gains first strike until the end of the turn. So he's got built-in protection.
And he's cheap. He's a cheap S ability as well.
Yeah. He's then got.
Ridiculously cheap S ability.
I've seen people do this where it's Balthier's on the field. They'll tap him to do 2,000 damage.
Yep.
They'll play a forward. He stands up. They'll tap him to do 2,000 damage. Play a forward. He stands up. Then do it again, and I think they've only managed to do it like 3 times, but it's only 2,000 damage. But the ability that Balthier can just stand himself for you playing backups over and over.
Yes.
And with wind, they've got so many ways of like recycling their backups.
Yeah. There's a lot of backups that break.
Yeah.
So you can actually use backups, break them to play more backups. So you can play your backup off.
Yeah. He then combos obviously with the Fran backup, which
Yeah.
either gives him plus 1,000 power or haste, which is just
Yeah, because that's what you want.
sexy bunny lady.
On your shoulder.
A Balthier with haste, which makes Balthier even worse.
I'd rather have a sexy bunny lady.
Yeah, well,
With it's the nails again.
should have a sexy bunny lady with teeth.
No, have you not played 12?
No.
She's got like crazy claws,
Yeah,
and she like
she's more clawy than she is toothy.
just the way I like them. But yeah, Balthier is solid choice. He's a 4 cost. He's got his built-in block.
Than clawed. But you know,
Why is this default? I know we're in a dungeon, but why is this? Oh wait, no. But Balthier, nice and solid.
yes.
Number 5, it's a bit of an odd choice. He is a good card, but he's also a double-edged sword, I think.
I like the fact that there is actually ways of getting him onto the field that you can clear him in non-fire decks.
Yeah,
It's beardy, but you can. Is it Tamar?
Tamar.
Tamar? You can Tamar him onto the field.
Yeah, which is weird.
Which is weird, but it's legal, and so you can literally splash him in pretty much most decks. Which makes him evil.
But not really sure what to say about this card. You have to pay for him onto the field with just fire CP, other than what you just said.
Yeah, been cheating.
Yeah. As soon as he enters the field, he's a massive problem because every time he attacks, he does 5,000 damage. When he dies, he does 9,000 damage. But if you can remove him from the game, then that stops the ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, Minwoo just sort of laughs at his 5,000 damage.
Yeah, Minwoo does. I suppose Shantoto,
Dorrigan.
Dorrigan.
There's plenty of ways of doing it. Or there's
5 plus Yuna.
There's a lad who plays Xande turn 1, and you just go, I haven't got anything on the field, so I'm just going to nuke him. And he's like, wait, there's no downside?
Why would you play that turn 1?
You wouldn't. play
I've
that
seen
turn.
people play turn 1 play Bahamut, the 9-cost Bahamut.
Why?
On that note, there's another lad, and he's inspired this thought of playing Vanille, 6-cost Vanille from Opus 2. So you play Vanille, you can then play a 4-cost forward, which then can trickle into, say, if you've got Vincent, Yuffie.
Yeah.
If you've got Yang, Ursula, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So they've gone into the thought of doing that. And similar with Xande, I'll do this with Xande as well. They did that. I had an Onion Knight on the field. Proceeded to play Ultima, the High Seraph, which removes all forwards apart from Light and Dark from the game.
Yeah.
So quite literally, they had no hand, they had no board, and there's just an Onion Knight there going, huh? And literally, that's another way of getting rid of Xande. If you don't want to deal with him, Ultimate the High Seraph, or Leviathan, or there's plenty of ways. He's a good card, but you can deal with him.
Yeah.
He's solid, and I think that's the reason that he's on here. In Monofire, he's just brilliant.
He is. He's a lot of play as well.
Yeah, I think he will do in the future as well if there's any more Zande cards.
Yeah.
But as he stands, he's a good little deterrent, really. He's like scare tactics. But anyway,
You have to deal with him when he comes onto the field.
yeah, that's Zande.
Yeah.
And funny you should say deal with him, because this next card actually does deal with him. Unit.
Yes. A long line of really quite good units.
Yeah. I like her. Since Opus 3 has been released, she's not seen a lot of play, because I think people just see her and go, "You're dead."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But by herself, she's brilliant. If you manage to get her and Len out, they are devastating.
Oh hell yeah.
So we'll cover Yuna, then we'll quickly talk about Len as well.
Yeah.
So Yuna, when she attacks, all characters other than Light and Dark opponents control lose all their abilities until the end of the turn.
Which is huge.
It is.
Yeah.
Apart from there's a card that's number 1 actually on this list that she can't touch.
Yes.
Da, 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 da.
He does have baggy pants on. The S ability for Yuna, I've never really seen anybody use.
No.
Name one element and one job. Yuna becomes the named element and the job until the end of the turn. I suppose if you got the board set up, it could be useful. If you got Warrior Light in the field, she could become a standard unit. Yeah.
Yeah. Although why the element? I don't know.
The backups. You know
Backups
the.
Oh
upgrades.
yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or there might be choose an Earth forward you control, maybe.
Yeah.
So I suppose in that respect you could buff abilities from two different things.
Yeah.
One job and one element.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could splash in multicolour decks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's all right. Her main thing is switching off people's abilities, because it's not just forwards; it's all abilities the opponent controls.
Which includes backup abilities.
Yeah.
Which is particularly hard.
It is, yeah. I like it. And then coupled with Len, when they form a party and attack, you can search your deck for a summon, any summon, doesn't have to be water, and cast it for free.
Yeah, which allows you to just basically build a deck around those two and lots and lots of splashy summons.
I actually am surprised people have not built decks around those two and the new Legend Garnet from Opus 3, because she's very focus intensive as well.
Yeah.
Summon intensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Yuna in a nutshell. Len is usually when you use Yuna, you include Len, but you don't have to. Yuna's a good card just by herself.
Yeah.
So nothing else really to say apart from Songstress and the shiny forehead just then. Number 3, and it's quite high up on the list. I'm surprised people probably will be surprised why it's not higher. It's all shiny now, is it? Yeah, no.
Yeah, probably my head.
Probably.
Vincent, what can we say? He's Earth, which means he's very current at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Cannot be broken, apart from things that do damage.
Yeah.
Yep. And well, of course you can get around things that do damage with, like Minwoo and
Cecil.
Cecil. Yeah.
To be honest, 5-cost Cecil's not on here because of this ability where he has to block.
Yeah.
Your opponent can just pick him off quite easily.
Yeah. That's the problem.
Yeah. Death penalty.
Yeah.
Choose up to 7 costs worth of things and just break it. He's just... Oh, he's so annoying.
Yeah, that's great though, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't tend to use Vincent that often, but I do like him. The art's brilliant on the card.
There is a shed load of Vincents as well between Opus 1 and Opus 2.
I think you can have like 15 in a deck or something.
Yeah. Plus, of course, like you said, he combos quite well with the Duraro guys.
And Yuffie.
Yeah.
Yuffie gives him Brave. So, well, the new Yuffie.
Yeah.
You can search him out as well. There are deck searches in Earth to search out Vincent.
And he's 4-drop as well, so you can vanilla him onto the field.
Yes.
Who also happens to be Earth.
Yes. I'm actually sad with myself that I didn't include that Vanille in our top 10 Opus 1 because that card just annoyed people so much.
Which is 6 cost.
That's Opus 2.
Was that Opus 2 one?
The Opus 1 one is 4 cost.
Yeah.
Being a Heckman chair to keep her alive.
Yes.
But then as time's gone on, everybody's gone. Hecklinger is better than Vanille. Why
Yeah.
would I be doing this?
Yeah. Yeah. If you include archers and Hecklinger in decks, then you can just destroy backups.
And the promo Sephiroth.
Yes.
The reason we haven't included any promos actually is because I want to do a separate video for them to like.
Yeah, because promos are promos. They're not part of. Not everybody has instant access to promos.
If you bought them from me, you would. But Vincent is solid. We've pretty much covered it. He can't be broken apart from things that do damage. His death penalty is ridiculous.
And he's Vincent.
Yeah.
And for 10 quid.
You do anything.
And then number 2, I hate putting him this high on the list, but I love the card at the same time. It is Vane's Solidor. I just said I didn't just make that up.
Oh.
Okay. So his surname is even more punchy than his hairstyle.
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm looking at those gloves thinking he's got a Michael Jackson thing going on. That counts as us singing for the video.
There you go.
The forwards of cost 5 or more, the opponent controls won't activate as at the controls active phase. So if your opponent has 5 costs on the field,
Sunday.
they're not standing up, so you can just forget about them.
Yeah.
Unless they've obviously got ways of standing them up. When he enters the field, dull all forwards of 5 costs that your opponent controls.
Yes.
So he's a douche while he's on the field, and he's a douche while he enters the field.
I suppose if you've got an Ashura in your hand.
Yeah. It does sort that out.
Yeah.
The other thing is he has Ultimish's special, but it's better because it only freezes your opponent's forwards.
Yep.
And it's cheaper.
And I think there's more veins than there is Ultimation.
No, there's only one of each.
There's only one of each?
There's only one of each. There's a mannequin Ultimation, but that's about it. That's it.
Yeah.
We haven't actually included any mannequins in it. No.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Damn crystalline entities.
One of the mentions later on.
Yeah. But Vane he's just what he does is brilliant. His 4 costs, so Devout can bring him back.
Yeah.
And the thing is, my tactic is when I'm using him in a deck is I usually bin him to play a Devout onto the field. Then later in the game, if someone starts playing 5 costs, I can bring him onto the field and dull things.
Yeah, because once he's in the break zone, you can search him.
Yeah. So solid card.
Yeah.
Very solid.
Bane of people's existence.
Well, yeah. There's not a lot of. It adds to the whole kind of thing with the Final Fantasy TCGs.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of really good 5 and 6 costs, but there's not a lot of 5 and 6 cost love. Because there were a lot of ways of shutting them down.
Yeah. For example, one of my favourite cards, especially in Opus 3, is Preach.
Yeah.
And Vane just completely... Well, if I'm playing the 5 cost one, Vane just completely shuts it down. If I'm playing the 6 cost one, I have outs because of a nullifying drop kick. You just wait. You just wait for Vane to attack and then go, boop, you're dead.
But...
Yeah. But as it does, there are outs. But... This guy, coupled with the next guy, has caused many a headache for everybody, everywhere. Especially in our local meta. And who else would it be but David Bowie? I mean, the Emperor.
Yes. David Bowie is the Emperor. Or was the Emperor. Was the Emperor.
I thought you had webbed fingers there for a second, but no.
He's got really bad gloves.
He's got some funky hair going on, and some horns. But, the Emperor.
Yeah.
What can we say about this guy other than he's an absolute douche?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
It's because you can't. It's very difficult to kill him without except for EX bursts.
The easy way is Odin, 4-cost Odin.
Yeah.
But it relies on you having that in your hand.
Yeah.
And the current thing that I see is he sits in an ice deck with White Tiger and Summoners and just sits there going,
"Come at me, bro."
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He's a dark card, so he's got some drawbacks. But with those shoulder pads, he could fly.
Yeah.
And he knows the magic dance.
He shuts down tap
Voodoo,
effects.
you do? Voodoo.
He shuts down all tap effects, S abilities.
Yes. Well,
so you can't even...
its action abilities are special
yeah.
abilities. There are certain things like auto abilities he doesn't stop,
No.
field abilities he doesn't stop, but as we covered with Una, he's immune to Una, so you can't turn him off. You can protect him really easily because
Mhm.
pretty much as long as you don't attack with him, his only real downside is summons. So as long as you can cover that,
Yep.
Yeah.
but yeah, that's him done.
Yes.
The Emperor, and that was number 1. And now some special mentions, really.
God damn.
Right.
If people didn't hear, that just went across the room. Palom and Porum. They're getting a special mention because you have to build a deck around them.
People
Yeah.
have built decks around them
Yeah,
that are quite successful as well.
Yeah, I've got a deck to try out, which is actually both of them. But they combo off each other, and as time's gone on, they've got more cards to just make them better.
Yeah.
There's a search for them now.
Ooh.
There's a new edition of them. Porum is really good in the new one, but that ability herself, when she enters the field, something gets returned. When she enters the field, she does damage. Yada
Yeah.
yada yada.
Yeah.
The other good thing as well is people haven't cottoned onto this, but Devout, you can bring them in using Devout.
Yeah.
And then trigger their abilities because it says when they're played from anywhere but your hand.
Yeah.
So that's why Devout made it into the top 10 in Opus 1 because it's just so goddamn versatile.
So good.
Yeah, because and you can, like you say, you just find ways to pay for them with them.
Yeah.
Pay things with them to discard them.
Yeah.
And then once they're in your break zone, Devout just pulls them out.
Yep.
He's not even searching.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their rest abilities, they come off each other. For example, do 8,000 damage to a target. Do a point of damage to your opponent. Just do a point of damage. You're not even attacking. You're doing a point of damage.
that's the most ridiculous ability ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only the only other card. I think it's Fruza that does a point of damage to your opponent. Oh no, point of
No,
damage
it does
to
damage to you.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. If there was something that just did a point of damage, that'd be hilarious. I
There
think
is.
Yeah.
Bologna does a point of damage.
another
Yeah.
Another
And
one.
Minwoo. There's I'm actually hoping that in the future sets they release a card which is an EX burst. When it's revealed as an EX burst in your damage track, you just discard it. So then you're actually not doing you're reducing yourself by a point of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like any EX heal.
But that's Palom and Porum.
Well, I think it's Vanguard that has abilities that you could play abilities from your damage track and move cards from your damage track.
Okay. Never played Vanguard.
Watched
Next
it- I
honourable
watched it-
mention
watched it anime. With the kids.
is it's going to be a bit weird, people me put lumping these two together, but I'm doing it because they have the same sort of shtick, as in they require their minions to be about to get the better.
Yeah.
Golbez, for every different Archfiend, which there's 4 of, in your break zone, by name, so you can play Golbez for reduced cost. So you can essentially pay him for 0 if you've got all 4 of the Archfiends in your break zone, which isn't too hard to do.
No.
He then gets both. Every time he attacks, he gets an ability, which is either return an Archfiend that was in your break zone, so brilliant, do damage to your opponent's forwards, or dull something.
Yeah.
All round good guy.
Yeah.
Good guy Golbez.
Yeah.
X-Death, when he enters the field, you can play a mannequin onto the field. Brilliant.
That's really good.
For every mannequin on the field, he gains plus 1,000 power.
Yes.
And he gives every other mannequin plus 1,000 power.
So mannequins make him bigger, and he makes mannequins bigger in turn.
Yes. The only downside is, I hate that X-Death.
It's not
Yeah.
a nice start.
I,
It's okay, but it could
Plus,
be better.
and now he fights.
Ooh.
Now he fights with with Opus 3 X-Death, who can be evil with Synchros.
yeah, but well, yeah, I don't really want to cover that card right now because it causes so much assault. But they're here. They've had their time in the spotlight, but I think as more mannequins and more come out, Archfiends come out, they're just going to get better and better.
Yeah.
And I think they should see more play. I played against a Golbez deck the other week, and it was one of the best games I've had in absolutely ages because I had to fight tooth and nail to win.
And mannequin decks are quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you get reduced ability of the characters the mannequins are based on.
Yeah. Well, the other reason that they're here is quite literally because of the mannequin and the archery cards, because they
Yeah.
are brilliant by themselves.
Yeah.
Barbarisha has ruined more than one person's day. Scar has a mechanic all to himself currently.
Yeah.
In Opus 2. Cagnazio was an absolute bane for absolutely ages.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, going on to the mannequins, there's the what's he called? The Kuja mannequin.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Oh, I can't remember his name.
Essentially, you target him with the ability of someone, you have to discard a card, and
Yeah.
he's actually quite powerful. I think the 4-cost mannequin is better than the 5-cost
Yes.
because there's like 1,000 power difference, so there's nothing really between it,
No.
and it's the same effect.
Yeah.
Fleeting Flash,
Fleet Flash is good.
haste, gets extra power for the mannequins being on the board.
Yeah.
Um.
And his ways of swamping your board with mannequins.
Oh yeah. Him.
Yeah, but what is it? It's the gold base, isn't it? The 6-cost gold base.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of good 2-cost mannequins.
No, that's true.
Um.
However,
Well, if you get
just
enough out,
If you get
Yeah,
enough out,
yeah.
just because don't forget, if you get enough out and then you X-Death into the 4-cost one that is buffed by more mannequins being
Yeah.
on the field.
Well, the thing I used to do was X-Death with ice. So you
Yeah.
had Devout to get things back. You had
Yeah.
Alcid to drag things out. You had the Kuja mannequin. You
Yeah.
had the new Laguna mannequin, which is I actually generally like because he attacks and he does damage if your opponent allows him to do damage.
Yeah.
But all in all, I think those two they do a similar thing.
Yes.
They've never been in a deck together.
No.
I've tried, it sucks.
An Archfiend X-Death mannequin deck.
weird.
I did actually try that X-Death with the Opus 1 Golbez, as you suggested,
Yeah.
and it just didn't really work.
Yeah.
It should, but it doesn't.
No.
Looks on paper.
But anyways,
All things work on paper.
any leaving thoughts, guys?
No.
Don't eat yellow snow.
Never trust a man called Vincent. That's good one.
Yeah. No.
Never trust people who play Vincent. Ooh, controversial thought of the day.
I mean, this list of cards, I think, are greatly influenced by the fact that
Don't trust people who like Final Fantasy 13.
this list of cards, of course, is different than previous lists that
Yeah.
people have done
Yeah.
because we're looking at Opus 4 now, so we're looking at not just how these cards combo,
But how relevant they'll be going forward.
how
Yeah.
relevant they're going to be going forward.
It is mostly inspired by Bad Karma's opinions or thoughts, but we did ask the community for their thoughts as well. And I'm sorry, but John Cena's not a goddamn Final Fantasy character.
Should be, but he's not.
Or maybe he is and nobody can see him.
That could be it.
That could be it. But anyway, we did ask. We did take it into account.
We did a poll.
We did a poll, and it was sort of relevant.
Yeah.
And then we started getting stupid things.
But that's the internet.
That is the internet. It's like last night I asked a rule question, and the first two people answered me very
Professionally.
and polite and all that, and then just one smeghead. Pretty much every time I see someone like that, I just instantly think of that bloody the SpongeBob meme where he's like, you look at Ruby."
The one that really pees me off is somebody asks a perfectly legitimate question,
Yeah.
and somebody goes around and goes, "Read the rules."
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing they've obviously done that, or they don't have the capacity to do that.
Yeah. Because sometimes rulebooks aren't always 100% clear.
Yeah,
You
well,
do need clarification.
I actually went through the entire rule reference, couldn't find anything relevant to my question. Then I asked the internet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but there's the rules reference for Final Fantasy hasn't been.
oh no, it's out. It's not brilliant
That's
by
not-
any
it hasn't been
measure.
Great, has it?
No.
It's not like other card games that have really in-depth rules references and up-to-date FAQs.
Oh, they have updated FAQs. Genesis Avatar. I will never let that.
Yeah, no. That's for Opus 3. Save the hate for Opus 3.
Yeah, and yes, we're not going to get the Opus 3 video done today, but look forward to it coming out hopefully
Soon.
midweek, next weekend, something like that.
6 months from now.
Oh god, it's actually the Opus 3 release next week, isn't it? So yeah, probably midweek, hopefully.
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 Yeah.
We shall see.
Yeah.
Okay.
See if we can
So
rub
back
Tom
camera
onto it.
cards.
Yep. The Karma Chameleon cards.
Yes.
Final Fantasy 13 sucks.